In next week's film, the great detective meets his arch-enemy, the formidable Professor Moriarty, who tells Holmes that he intends to commit the super-crime of the century. So that's The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes at the same time, 5:40 next Friday evening.
New for 82 on 2. The Genuine Article, a new series of investigations into the treacherous world of fakes, frauds and counterfeits. Presenter John Fitzmaurice-Mills demonstrates some of the tricks of the trade and explains how to detect them.
Fake. Another fake, pertaining to be 19th century French, was made about 3 or 4 years ago. Even quite humble things like walking sticks couldn't possibly be ebony, it's too light. And the ivory carving at the top is a rather poor imitation with plastic.
The faker's art and how to recognize it in a new series of The Genuine Article starting on Monday at 7:30 on BBC Two.
The athletes meet the footballers now on BBC One for the second semi-final for the Super Teams Championship. That's except for viewers to BBC Wales, where you can see Hedu. Here on BBC Two, we're journeying to Manchester for this Friday's Oxford Roadshow.
Cue Manchester. Well, hi everybody, it's Roland Tarquin here, the producer the kids really trust, okay? I mean, here we are, we're talking to you because, like, I've done a sociology degree at Cambridge, so I ought to understand working class people, right? Power. Okay, right, the vibe this week is style. And let's face it, a lot of us can't afford all those wacky styles. Well, when I say us, of course I mean you. Obviously, I can afford it, wow. But, like, it's you that we're thinking about, because let's face it, this program goes out in the north of England. Wow! Power to the people! If John Lennon wasn't dead, he'd be with us right now, here and now. And let's face it, kids, like, style doesn't have to be expensive. Like, there's upfront people in London dressing in dustbin liners. I think they call it punk. And don't forget, you heard that first on the Oxford Roadshow. Well, I don't know if you people in Manchester know what a dustbin liner is, but, I mean, I just come up here to do the programme, then fudge off back to London quick as I can. Okay, I've never even tasted haggis. Cue VTR, everybody, because we're going to start the show. Don't forget, by the way, like, telly comes after homework, and save that whale. 2, 1, wacky!
Launched 1982 in style, or rather with style, hence it's rather amazing. What's it called? Pontiac Trans Am Firebird. Get a look at it in the Manchester Rod and Customs Show later this year. But back to style. Probably one of the first recognisable modern styles was, and for many people still is, this. Where are you?